What's up, cousins? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name's Amber and I call all my subscribers my cousins because I'm from the South, and in the South, everybody got a cousin, okay? A cousin, a play cousin, a fake cousin, a cousin, second cousin, first cousin. We all got a cousin. So in order to join the family, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, turn your notifications on, and don't miss a video. Today could be kind of like a what did I say I wanted to call it? Mask and chat, or yeah, mask and chat. So we can do like a hair mask and chit chat. And this is also going to be doubling as a face mask because I have a little hormonal things going on this month, and I'm also going to use this on my face. So, all right, today I am going to be doing a clay mask, an Aztec clay mask. I just have it mixed up. Damn! Yeah, this is my mask situation, and getting it the consistency that you want it is going to be somewhat of, you know, trial and error if you've never done it before. I just have water in mine, but you can mix it with apple cider vinegar and your other favorite oils and things like that. I am not being that extra today. I told you guys that I feel like I've had a lot of excess buildup on my hair, like more than usual, and I know it's because I've been using, like, just trying a bunch of different products that I've either been sent or just really curious about that have silicones in them. And you know, if you like silicones, more power to you basically, but they really build up on my hair, especially because I have low porosity hair, and shampoos really just don't be getting it. Like, I shampoo my hair regularly at this point, and shampoos really don't even be getting it, especially because all but one of my shampoos are sulfate free. So it's like they're not supposed to be getting it. They're not going to shampoo out those silicones that I put in my hair. So basically for this chit chat, I decided I wanted to come and bring you guys in on a little social experiment that I did last week. And when I decided that I wanted to do it, it really was more so for just like my mental health. Like, it was just the situation where I was just like, I just cannot take all these opinions just everywhere. I really just can't take it. Like, I just feel like I'm really bombarded, that Lindo, really bombarded with people's opinions.
Like, everybody is not drinking water and minding their business. Like, this can't be what it looks like to drink water and mind your business. So
immediately, if I ask you who on social media do you know be minding their business, one person probably come in your head, and it's probably because they just never involved in drama, or they just be in their own world, living their best life, not going back and forth with these niggas, okay? I was like, that's the kind of peace I want, because it just got to be too much. So I decided to go on a social experiment, and I haven't told anybody, and it was gonna be for a week. What would my life look like if I didn't express or give a strong opinion about hot topics, big things, you know, huge social media trends for a week? Like, is it really necessary, you know, to just have to get your opinion, you know, on every single thing? Like, is it something that humans need? Like, because I tend to feel like I'm a very opinionated person. If you know me personally, you can, you know, vouch for that. Maybe if y'all know me on social media, I feel like just looking at my past videos, chit chat videos, is probably why you like them, because I would consider myself a very opinionated person. Things that I would love to weigh in on happen, and so I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna, you know, just hold thy tongue and let them play out, and just kind of watch everybody else give their opinions. And then, you know, I was like, at the end of the week, child, I may just spill it all. The whole Ayesha Curry wanting attention from men situation
is the fact that, yeah, like, there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like, the past 10 years, like, I don't have any of that. Like, I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention.
I don't know if I took a nap, baby, or what, but I came back and folks was either aggressively defending her or aggressively just roasting the hell out of her. I just can't give an opinion on this. Like, that's basically where I stood from it. Like, immediately after I watched the clip, this was, like I said, this is what sparked me to do it, because I immediately feel like I was not qualified to give an opinion on this situation. I felt like for a number of reasons. Like, any opinion I gave, I feel like I would be giving it based on my own life. Like, we all feel how we feel, our opinions, like whether or not something as simple as what your favorite color is. It's all shaped on your personal life experiences and your view of the world, and everything that you encounter after that, everything that you see, say, or do, you're trying to prove your viewpoint correct. Otherwise, you would think you were going crazy. If you had a certain viewpoint about how relationships should go and nothing that you saw validated that, you would think that you was crazy because your views don't align with what you see. Okay, so it's like, I have never been a basketball wife. Like, so any opinion that I would give you would be based on the securities or insecurities that I have developed not being married to a multi-million-dollar basketball player, and we got however many chilling. They got some chilling, baby.
None of my business. It's none of my business.
I just don't care. Like, that was just not even trying to be like the cool person. I really just didn't care. So with that situation, it was really easy not to give my opinion. Tati Westbrook versus James Charles drama. Y'all done seen about it. If you ain't seen about it, then you probably are like me. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how I even heard about it. I was watching Instagram. This is how out of the loop I was. Kimberly Sherrill had mentioned, you know, she said, have y'all seen this video? This is what's going on. And she showed it. And so when she showed it, I was like, dang, you know, what is going on with people is unsubscribing from one person this much and subscribing, you know, like, what is going on? Like, I thought somebody had called somebody the N-word. Some of y'all are gonna really look at me like I'm crazy when I say this, but I didn't really know who neither one of these people was, y'all. Like, that just really just went to show me that in this vast, you know, YouTuber world, like, it is huge. Like, I had heard of course, I had heard of the name James Charles and seen, like, people post him and maybe even some things. I think I saw, like, he was just one of them people that every time I saw his name, it was never nothing good. But also, just keep in mind, I'm not one who tends to watch a lot of makeup videos, so I am very, like, ignorant to what goes on in the makeup community, because in general that's just not I don't want to say that's not my community, but it's not my niche. It's not the suggested videos. Like, I watch a lot of my fellow peers in the natural hair community, so even when I get suggested videos, I'm suggested natural hair videos, paternity court videos. This for me was another one that it was real easy for me not to give my opinion of. But I will say, if I was not going through this experiment as a YouTuber, like, I would have just felt the pressure. Like, I just know myself, like, and that's what's so crazy. I felt like I was obligated to speak on something that I don't know enough bit more from the man on the moon about that situation. I saw that video, 41 minutes, child. I had to find a video that broke the situation down in the cliff notes, baby. Now, this next one was a little bit harder, and this one was not one that just really kind of like broke the internet or anything. It was just something that was going on in my spirit, and I will admit that I definitely would have given my opinion on this had I not been going through this experiment, because it hit something personal with me. So Raven from Raven and Lee's TV posted a picture of her nails, and I think she said something like $100 well spent, and you know, she was just showing her nails, and it just, like, comments in shambles. When I said the comments were in shambles with people, you know, with a strong opinion either way on whether or not she should have spent $100 on her nails. It just blows my mind every time. Like, I've seen that happen to other influencers, and every time it blows my mind to the point where I end up having to like say something in the stories or something, because either it's people saying, oh, you shouldn't have spent that money, or you should have spent that money. And it was just one of them things where it was so hard, because it's like, how are we that comfortable? Like, again, how are we that comfortable giving our opinions on things that we are comfortable enough to chastise how somebody else spends their money? Like, months ago, when I was trying to make the decision on whether or not I wanted to share my LA journey, very quickly being like, I do, but there's levels to it because of the whole like Airbnb situations where people was just like having all these opinions on what I was spending out of my pocket for my living expenses. Like, it was just crazy. Like, if they spent it, it was in their account, so they got it. That's all I need to know, like, because it don't affect me either way. I always need social reinforcement. We need physical reinforcements of what we believe to be true in our minds, so that we don't think that we are crazy. It is a real thing. It is a real psychological dependency. But I had to ultimately ask myself, like, do I need somebody to agree with me that this girl can spend her money on whatever she wants? No, like, I don't need it. So I don't need, you know, to voice my opinion so that somebody can't agree with me to think I'm not crazy. Like, I don't need that validation. So when it comes to things, so when it came to this social experiment, I learned that I was basically just asking myself, is this something that I need validation on? If it's not anything that I need validation on, it's not worth giving my opinion. If it is something that I need validation on, then first I need to come to grips with myself, look at myself in the mirror and be like, okay, you need validation on this, so go ahead and get your validation. But then you need to have a serious talk with yourself, come to Jesus moment about why you need validation on this, basically. So with that being said, I have finished my lovely Aztec clay mask. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes, and I am gonna come back in deep condition with you guys. But I'm actually just going to be using the rest of this conditioner. I don't know if it's Oribe or Orb, and I just wanted to basically touch on, you know, situations where it's like, should you be giving your opinion? Should you be using your platform, you know, to bring a voice to situations? Which by now everybody has heard of the bill that was recently passed in my home state of all places. So it's like, because it's my home state, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. Because it's my home state, I'm not surprised, but just hurt and embarrassed all the same. And I am gonna run a comb through it this time, just because my hair does have a little bit of VO5 on it. So you guys know usually I don't do this until after my deep conditioner has been sitting, but that VO5 has tons of slip. So in this period, in this day and age, you know, if you are my age, a little bit older, and definitely younger, we really have been in a staunch period of the most freedom, especially for people of color, that we have ever seen in America. Like, at this point, at this day and age, we have more freedom as Black people, as, you know, Black women, to do whatever we want to do, as opposed to, you know, slavery and then Jim Crow era and segregation and all that. So with that being said, we really can't fathom that being a thing, because like I said, we are to a period where we're so far. I say far because we're really not that far removed from it. So in that sense, it's gonna be why in a second I'm gonna say it doesn't surprise me. High percentages of death and everything else as it pertains to Black women and pregnancy in America, not only do you have to take on that responsibility, but now taking on like really understanding that other people can make that decision for you. But when it came to this situation and whether or not I was including it in the social experiment, and when I asked myself that same question that I asked myself in all the other, in comparison to this like seemingly minute situations, y'all not gonna like what I have to say about this. Everybody, one person makes a really powerful, thought-provoking, full of fact opinion, like that person, this was probably something that they had kept an eye on and is passionate about, is their niche. One person makes a powerful statement, and then unfortunately what ends up happening is a lot of people just be posting that same opinion and repeating literally almost word for word, using the same, you know what I'm saying, same references, same rhetoric, same questions, same even like little spunk. Like when it came to this, I just noticed that everybody was literally almost saying the exact same thing. We were all and I say we just because a lot of it was airing my sentiments. Even if I didn't say it, they were saying my sentiments. But we all were airing the same opinion over and over again. After you left that opinion, I'd be willing to bet 95% of people really didn't research into it much more than that, or look into what they could do in their, you know, city or town. People was just leaving that opinion to let people know their stance on it, and not really doing anything else. Like you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what your moral standpoints on it is, it just disgusts me that you can live on this earth and be responsible for every other aspect of your life, making your decisions by day to day, and at the end of the day only having yourself to be able to answer for what you do when you leave this world. It just really disgusts me that they're trying to make it so you don't have control over your own body. But I took this time to just educate myself more, to read articles on it, to read up on the people, you know, who are in office, to read up on my actual area now that I am, you know, going to be a California voter soon, and bills that I don't agree with that are potentially about to be passed in my area, so that it's more than me just giving an opinion for myself. It's me giving an opinion, like I said, trying to use my platform to maybe get information out to people. But I am going to end this video here because I have a separate video coming for you guys on how I style my hair after my deep condition. So if this was your first time visiting my channel, thank you for stopping by. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you definitely should be my cousin because you watched this long ass video. Everybody watching this video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, and, you know, drop your opinions down below. Let me know what you feel. You know, how was your experience, you know, like giving your opinions on things? Like, do you feel better afterwards? Because for me, I just end up always feeling more overwhelmed because I give my opinion, then I have to defend my opinion, because inevitably everybody is not going to agree with your opinion. Everybody is not even going to agree with this video. So it's like that comes with a whole different, you know, vibe, energy, vibrations that you're bringing onto yourself. How do you actually feel after you give your opinion? Because it's just usually not worth the trouble for me. You know what I'm saying? I would much rather do what I can do behind the scenes. But everybody's not like that. Some people just enjoy a good debate. They enjoy a good, you know, difference of opinions. And ain't nothing wrong with that either. So just let me know. Y'all can tell me what y'all felt about Aisha, child, Aisha, and Tati and James and all them, baby. Tell me how much you spend for your nails and how much you don't spend for your nails and everything else. And I will meet you guys down in the comment section. And I will see you guys all in the next upload.